Morning, brothers and sisters. Hope all is well. Hope you are well. Vegan Crypto here. Have a meeting, so I thought I'd jump on here real quick. No, I'm not looking at the phone, so I have no worries. I will look at comments if anyone jumps on, if I get to a stop. The market. Do I really have to tell you? Well, if you don't know what's going on and you're relying on these crypto streamers to tell you, you shouldn't be in crypto. China, did we not think China was gonna, did we think they were just gonna take it up the ass and say, okay, we surrender? Now, fighting back, which will equal Trump getting pissed off, I suppose. He wants deals. He doesn't want to be told what to do. He just thinks everyone's gonna cower down to what his demands are. This is his negotiation tactic, and it's called bowling. The thought is correct. The execution is horrendous, but it is what it is. This is where we're at. Wait until the EU comes out, right? Most countries are not going to take this lying down because they'll group together against America. They're not 1918 anymore. This is not, you want to be isolationists? Well, this is a good start to it. We do not want to be isolationists. Hi, Sinati. Good morning. Spring break, so at the park with the kids now. Okay. Yes, brother. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I haven't been doing anything as you've seen, but go enjoy the last couple days of spring break. My kids are as well, but they're all somewhat adults, but live at home. So yeah, last few days, my youngest, who's still in high school, is depressed going back to school, but soccer goes on, my friend. I'm just going to rant for a few, and if anyone has questions, it's more for people to rewatch that are not for you so much C90. It's more for the people to not get hurt, right? That's, me. And the stuff I'm hearing from these channels is just the same usual stuff. And things are bad when George is not making videos. He makes 10-minute videos, and he's even a little bearish, but then it still is ridiculous hopium for Bitcoin, which is fine. But if you're buying now, you're making a dramatic mistake. That's why I'm doing this video right now. You want to bring down your average cost? That's fine. We have Powell speaking today. We just have nothing good in regards to our trade war stuff. But I will tell you, me being at Rivian yesterday, right? Extremely large in Normal, Illinois. I did a little video yesterday on that. The growth is unreal. So, there will be factories that are already here. American factories will do well. I'm not saying this is going to be horrible for our economy. What we care about right now are the markets, right? That's why a lot of us wanted Trump. I didn't want Trump. I didn't want Harris, but I was happier when Trump won just because I thought it'd be good for crypto. I figured if we're going to be screwed, I might as well be screwed and have my crypto going crazy. Well, he didn't think the tariffs were going to do, this stuff was going to kill the markets like they have. He thought maybe there'd be some volatileness, but not like this. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm loading up more still on my 401k. That doesn't stop because this is now when you do that. But we are, this is a lot of short-term pain we're going to have. Let's see what Paul has to say today, but it really doesn't matter unless he came out and said, we are lowering rates and that, which he's not going to. That could be somewhat of a change in the market, but that'll all be negated by tariff trade wars. That's the bottom line, guys and girls. The bottom line. Until this nonsense stops, and let me go back again, I understand what he's doing, and he's not wrong. No one would be wrong to say if someone is tariffing us 1,000% or 100% on this, that we shouldn't be getting back at that and making it fair. Absolutely, but you got to negotiate it. You got to talk about it. You don't just demand it and just say, it's just not a way. That's how he did business, and that's how he's doing this. And Howard Lutnick, I've never been a fan of. When I did Cantor Fitzgerald's 30-year bonds, he's a scumbag and he's a lunatic. If you listen, he's not a stupid guy, but stupid enough to have his office at the top. At the towers and lose 90% of his people in 9/11. The things he's saying are ridiculous. I agree that we need to be treated fair. There's just a better way to handle it. But, that's the guy leading us right now. That's the guy leading us. So I caution everybody to not listen to crypto streamers unless you like to have it on in the background. That's fine. Do not listen to what they have to say. I'm going to go over what I said on my short video. Discover Crypto is the biggest joke out of all of them because they're desperate. This is their living. TJ, I love the market. He says the same shit every day, and then subscribe. You can, don't listen to these guys. We don't care about what DZ is making a trade with $10 with. I mean, stop wasting your time with that bullshit. Listen to my little short videos. You'll get the truth of the market. No one should be buying unless you're DCAing and bring down your costs. But I mean, is now the right time to even be doing that? Wouldn't you rather be buying when it's definitely turned around? There's plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. I promise you, I know what I'm talking about. If I stop buying, you know it's bad. Because no one DCAs like I do that I know of in crypto. I constantly DCA. And, I'm currently down about my portfolio is down about 3 million, a little over 3 million. And I suspect it'll get a lot worse. It doesn't stress me out. It pisses me off because it doesn't have to be that way. We could be at about $150,000 BTC right now and your alts being up thousands of percent. But no, Trump screwed you. He screwed us all. He's not intentionally dumping crypto so freaking he can buy more and all that. Don't fall into that. He doesn't know anything about crypto, I reiterate. Eric, don't listen to Eric Trump. He doesn't know what the F he's talking about. He's his little moronic stepson. Trump didn't even, at his inauguration, no one, I never heard anyone say this, but he introduced everyone except for Eric. Was that a look over? Sure. But still, it was a look over of his son. He introduced everyone else. But don't listen to him. He's a scammer like the rest of them. What he has to say doesn't move the markets. What Trump has to say about crypto won't move the markets. It's all negated with tariffs. So please, you accumulate dry powder. That's all you're doing. At least that's what I recommend. That's my advice. And what's with all the crypto morons that constantly say not financial advice? Yeah, we know it's not financial advice. You have a YouTube channel, Wendy, DZ, whoever else. You have a YouTube channel. And you're covering your ass. Okay. The sad thing is you got 10, Economic Ninja and all these fools. You have 20,000 people listening to these guys and looking them as a crypto Jesus. It's crazy. Guys, I know there's only probably 15 of you listening to this right now. But if you know anyone else, tell them to stop listening to them. Stop thinking they know what they're talking about. They know nothing. They pivot and they have to come up with topics for you to be engaged and listen to them. You have better things to do with your life. Go make more money. Go do something good for someone. Accumulate dry powder. Have it ready for when we deploy. We're nowhere close to that. Nowhere close. You have so much time. It's amazing. It's just, we're so far away from anything good until this gets settled down. There's no one in crypto. Let me explain something about crypto to you. Institutions do not make a bull run in crypto. It's all retail. How do I know this? Well, there's barely any institutions in it. And they're not buying frickin' a ton of Solana. They're not buying Cardano. They're not buying anything but Bitcoin. They're barely buying ETH.